Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing fantastic no matter where you are. Tonight, I want to bring your focus into three knives. I'm looking at sort of within my collection, ask myself the question, right? For a newcomer, that's coming to the hobby, that going beyond the thresholds of usage, right? You're buying a reputable, proven brand, right? Let's say you in US, you want to buy something easy to carry. You want to buy something that is widely available. All right, you're gonna put them to use on daily basis. We're talking about Spyderco paramilitary 2. We're talking about a Benchmade bug out and knives in that category. Okay, well known, widely available. You can buy them every single time from all major retailers. All right, physical stores, and you put them to use. All right, daily uses, camping, all that kind of stuff. Right, then great user, no doubt. Light enough to carry, thin enough to cut, and great service too, because you can sort of send it back in for any warranty issue. I think they're pretty good, especially if you are already in US. Okay, now tonight, my angle is a bit different. Okay, my angle is a bit different. I'm gonna talk about to the young knife collectors that come into the hobby that not sure if you want to spend, a $425 on a Hero XM18, that you're not sure if you want to dip your toes into one of the Demco 8020s, which is $450. All right, you're not sure you're there yet. You're sort of halfway there, right? But in the same time, you know what? You've got half of that. You've got 180. You've got 150. You've got 200, under 200. Okay, now, and you still want to use that 200 wisely enough to buy something representing good quality when it comes to the construction of the folding knives. There's integrity in its design, not just purely copy paste. Of course, you can see some of the designs from other brands of those knives, and you want to see value. I'm talking about, right, if you're spending $425 for a Hero XM18 or a $450 for a Demco 8020, what you get in return, besides the point that it's going to be relatively hard to get, especially Demco 8020s, that is going to come in a very basic format, right? It's going to come in with G10. Of course, you can up the scale to a titanium. In here, you're paying between 200 to 250, and when they do drop, you get to select the process and go for the ones you like. For the Demco knives, it's going to be a lot harder because they don't sell titanium scale separately. You have to buy on the secondary, or you have to wait for one of the drops for the titanium, which is going to be extremely hard to get. So you want to see some value. All right, you've got under 200. So here's the conclusion: you're a newcomer to the hobby. You're not committed yet to spending $400-500 on a USMA, some of the iconic knives, which is completely understand. But you want to feel the value before you actually open up your book for the budget. You've gone under 200, but you want to see some value that is great design, great utility, great function, large sizes, great material. Okay, and I'm talking about M390s in blade steels, at least S35 VN, depends on the age of the knife. You want to see great action, and you want to see great finish in titaniums. You want to see great titanium work. You want to see maybe some carbon fibers, or you want to see some, not calling exotic materials, but you want to see material that's sort of stepping up from that level, which is, for example, the one in the middle we'll talk about in a minute. This is the titanium work with the zirconium inlay, great inlay. Okay, So that's where you're at. Okay. And you sort of going through your researches on YouTube and you come across this video and you ask yourself, hey, Felix is showing me a few knives. Should I buy those? Right? I'm going to tell you why those knives are great buy. Okay. Now, before I talk about them individually, I'll give you the context. Okay. Those two on the top, they are discontinued, I believe. Because they're made in the past. You're looking at made within the last 5 years. Can you buy one within 200 on secondary? I think absolutely. You probably have to dip your toes on the community a bit deeper, looking on a regular basis to find those knives. But I think it's very much possible. And to be honest, I remember, right? The biggest YouTuber of knife channels, Metal Complex, he's done a full review on the one on the top. Okay, we'll talk about individually, just consisting right now. This is the Bestech knives, and the model name is Fairchild. There's nothing fair about this child, right, guys? Bestech Fairchild. Metal Complex done a full review on this, and he loved it. Maxace. It is always great to have Maxace because you don't have to remember the names because it's printed on the plate. Maxace. There you go, guys. Corvius 3. 2022 EM390. And the ones on the bottom, which is the latest acquisition compared to the last two. This is from Kizer, the well-known brand. They're doing fantastic work. I heard a lot good thing about their stuff in the old days. They've certainly changed their style, but it's great to know that so the Kizer is coming back to the arena of producing great designs, great quality knives. This is actually one of our, excuse me, guys. This is a design of our fellow Australian knife designer, James Loaf. He's doing a fantastic job on the Kizer. I loved it. This is a great knife, okay? And the Metal Complex done a review on this already, but there are so much review of this Huntsman. By the way, the name of it is Huntsman. You can see James' signatures on the top. Great knife, guys. Great knife. Okay, now, you want pure, great titanium work, no muck around. There you go, right? The Bestech is here to help. You want to see some great carbon fiber inlay that is in the midst of everything. The Huntsman's got you covered. You want to up the material games a bit. You want to find something nicer. There you go. You have the Maxace Covers 3 that has the beautiful, it's a fingerprint magnet though, right? That beautiful zirconia. Look, the whole thing, guys. I'm not kidding. To have a knife have so much construction between two metals and inlay as well as large, that is so well done. You're looking at north of 500, 600, but for this, the value is definitely there. Okay, so you can see my thinking process. I'm picking those three knives because I believe you can find. I'm hoping you can find the top one around 150. That is the Bestech Fairchild. I'm hoping you can find this on the 200. I'm hoping. I think they came out. The retail was high too. But as you guys know, Maxace, they always do small batches. Okay, so it's gonna be hard to find. But if you can find one, get one. I'm hoping around 200. Kizer, you can buy brand new any given day on the 200. I think it's about 189. If you get one on sale, anything on that is a criminal deal. I mean, it's just as good as that money will bring you. Okay, so you know who they are now. You know the thinking process behind the selection. You know the material. You know the designer. Especially, I love James' design. I think this is common design, and I'm not sure about Maxace. I think they are the official designer is a team named, is it Studio Cat, Midnight Studio? I forgot the name, but you get the point. Okay, guys. All right. So we're gonna talk briefly about each of them, and then we'll wrap up the video. Okay. Now, first, what I love about this Bestech Fairchild is actually very similar of the conclusions the Metal Complex had. Is a full size, if not large size, really well designed, going by the details of those flowing patterns all the way down to, from end to end, the consistency is unreal, guys. I think when this one is a brand new, it's about high 260, 280, or 300. It had a few different variants, but it sold out pretty quickly. It was available at multiple sites for a while, but now I think they're really all gone. It's using the S35VM, pure titanium, great work, skeletonized handle. It's just amazing we can buy those knives at those prices. I mean, look at the drop shot action. Oh my God. Just bring the cameras up a bit, guys. Just give me a sec. There we go. Show you again in terms of deployment method. I love this deployment method the best by using reverse flick because it gives power. Oh, it's just, check out the action again, guys. Great shape, regardless what angle you're looking at it. It's like a spaceship when it's closed. And it looks certainly a piece of art when it's fully opened. I love it, guys. There's nothing wrong about this knife. Interesting story. I bought this knife from the original owner in Australia, a great collector. I've then traded as part of multi-trades for something else. I think it was a Hinderer plus a Koenig. And then when that seller is putting this back on the market, when I saw it, I just go, look, I'm taking it back. Because after owning so many great American knives and Chinese knives, I think under 150 US, you can't find anything better than these guys. You can do all your research. You try to find a full size, great blade finish, a sort of bead blasted, a very nice hollow grind, very high bevel here. It just looks amazing, sharp as hell, and the action is just, you have to have it, guys. If you don't have a Fairchild from Bestech, you are missing out. And Bestech is doing a lot of stuff. One of my collective friends told me that Bestech actually is outsourcing their work to someone else, but it's a great brand. They keep pumping out many different designs, many different knives. They're doing some OEM works for some of the great USA brands, but all I know is that they're doing a fantastic job. Look how strong that spine is. Just the whole fit finish, the whole point. This one is on point. I can't fold the Fairchild. All right, so that's the Fairchild. Put them on the sides. Now, the second one we're talking about here. Let me get it wrapped. I'm not wrapped. Let me get it wiped up a bit just to show you the great work, because again, I'm doing this. I don't want to disappoint you guys by showing you not the best as I can. I'm just looking at the market. The market is picking up so well. Seems they're coming across a deal between the two major nations in the world. And again, hopefully everything works out in the end. Now, this one, because if it don't, I'm telling you, if it doesn't, you guys won't be able to buy those knives again at those prices. Now, this one, the Maxace Corvias, there you go, 3. Now, what I like about this, I don't have a scale here, but this one weighs as much as I think about 10 ounces because how heavy zirconium is and how you can tell this handle from Bestech is fully milled out. You can tell, right? Boom, 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 boom. Okay, it feels very balanced. It feels very balanced. All right, it comes as a con for the Maxace because it weighs a lot, man. Full slab, no weight reduction method or strategy or or thought of. You would imagine when a designer talked to the production team saying, "Hey guys, we're gonna slap." This is not inlay, man. This feels like the whole chunk of Zerk on the top of it. And you know what, guys? It's gonna be heavy, but you know what? We're gonna do nothing about the weight reduction of the titanium. Look at it, guys. It's two gigantic, fully constructed 0 milling on the inside. It's heavy, guys. It's very heavy. I'm not kidding, guys. Just to give you illustration of the balance work, right? We talk about, right? Most of knives has right in the middle of the pivot. Look at it, guys. You gotta go this far on this end in order to add weight to the blade, because the blade is gorgeous, guys, but the blade is very very thin. I'm trying to think, right? Because if they put so much weight on the back end of the deal, they should have, and they could have, putting a bit thicker blades behind the edge and maybe changing the grind method into a drop point. I think a drop point is going to work fantastic. And I mean, this is like a ship's foot and plus on top, but it has a curvature here. I don't know what you call this blade shape, but something a bit more traditional, something a bit thicker, a bit wider. I think it's gonna work well. It's gonna work better. All right. But the highlight of this, guys, is the handle. That zirconium is something to behold. And for the matter of fact, you can't buy another zirconium embedded knives for less than, I would guess, 400. You just can't. Good quality, great production team, fully milled pocket clips. Of course, this one is as well. It's just great knives, man. Again, it is not that popular. You're not going to be able to pick it up from a retailer just like a bug out. You're going to, again, dip your toes into the water a bit, especially for these Maxes. They were doing small batches, it's sold out. You got to get, I think the latest version just went out. I love it. Guys, I'll show you a couple of details about this knife that you should appreciate. Okay, number one, look at that pivot. I love the pivot. I think it's very futuristic. And I love how closely the titanium and the Zerg work together. I'll show you some of the detail work here. Like the backspacer, all right? At any given angle, you can't find an area that is uneven. Great machinery, guys. I'm not picking on any other brands, but I've seen brands that cost triple the price, that when you wrap your fingers around it, it doesn't feel as smooth as this. This is great work, guys. I mean, I'm trying to get this right for you guys. To buy knives like this, again, as I turn it, right, you can see the whole work around that. Screws. To say that you are experiencing the fit finish of a 500 US knives on this platform is not extravagating. It's the truth. You truly are. I mean, look at this design language. It's just fantastic. And the most thing that surprises me really is about the fit and finish of this. It's just, you're holding something premium. If you ask a USA manufacturer to produce this inside out, I mean, you can do everything in-house. You can borrow the material, buy it, but it was going to cost way more. It's going to cost way more, right? You can see this is steel frame lock, but of course, the titanium is doing all the work, and the action is fantastic as well. Okay, so Maxace Culver's 3 in Zerk inlay. Fantastic. On the 200, hopefully you get it. An Australian designer knocked this Huntsman out of the freaking park. That is, he knocked the design and the work, and Kizer done a great job too, by the way. They knocked this out of the park. They so far that you can't even see the ball. Okay, I mean, those holes on top of the edge is representing the eyes of the spider. All right. And sorry, I just got a message from someone else. They're just fantastic, guys. I mean, look at it. I love every bit of it. The backspacer reminds me a lot about the Evil models from CKF. The carbon fiber inlay is fantastic. The blade shape is truly unmatched. It's just great, guys. It is fantastic. And look at the deployment method. You can do reverse. You can do a thumb start. You can do a slow roll. You can do a spider flip. Do you guys want to see that? Spidey flips again. Guys, all right. So, Kizer, Huntsman, the finish is great, guys. Is great. Okay, the design is one of the best. It's truly unique, but the D10 is on point. Kizer knocked this out of the park. Get the Huntsman, you won't be regretted. Ergo is out of the world. So, and again, you can get this brand new right now for $189. I saw it on the Amazon. I'm pretty sure you can buy this at a lot of other retailers as well. All right, so Kizer Huntsman, Maxace covers 3, and of course the Fairchild done by Bestech. Those 3 knives speaks a lot, speaks volume when it comes to value, quality, standard, fit finish, design, the whole package. Get those on a secondary, on the Kizer front. You can buy them as a brand new. Dip your tires into it on the 200. You're getting great bang for the buck. That's it, guys. And if you're new to the channel, please stay around and subscribe. We'd love to having you. And for the ones that are already into the game of collecting knives, please share some comments about your experiences with the brands you see here, the brands you don't see here. That is the Bestech, the Maxace, and the Kizer. Welcome you to the discussion, and no doubt I will chat to you guys very soon again in the next one. Take care, guys.